ready to continue with our journey into objects and classes. So if you remember last class or last lesson, we created this object P that's of a practice type, which gave us access to call methods within practice that were not static. So in practice, we created this method called do anything down here at the bottom, and we could not access it using the practice class name. So we had to create an object of P that allowed us to do something. So we created this object P, and then we did do anything. If we were going to access static ones, we just used the class name with the method up above. So let's go ahead and make a couple more changes to our practice class here. And we're going to create what's called a couple variables or instance variables. So we're going to create public, and one of the data types we have is an integer. And we're going to go ahead and set that for age, and we're going to set the age equal to, let's set it to 35. So the public age is 35 in this case. Let's go back now over to our start class here, and let's see if we have access to do anything with that. So let's do a system.out.println, print line, and we're going to say age equals plus, and let's go ahead and just try to get right to age. So we're trying to access this age right here. Okay, well, we're getting an error right now, and Eclipse is telling us that age cannot be resolved to a variable. So we can create a local variable, we can create a couple different things, but none of that's what we want to do. So if we try to access it statically, we would use the class name, and let's see what it says here. Okay, it says change age to static. When we use just the class name, it's expecting a static piece in the other class. This is not static. We did not make this variable static at this case. All we did was made public int age, which means it's an object variable now, an instance variable that's specific to that object. So let's go ahead and use our P object that we created. So we created this P object up above here, and new practice, and we can run do anything, but we can also access the age that goes along with it. Now here's where object-oriented programming is going to blow your mind, and it's going to be probably frustrating for the for maybe a short period of time while you kind of grasp, get your head around this. But if I make another object of practice, and you can make as many objects as you want. So this one will be Q. We'll call it new practice. And what I want to do is I want to take Q, the age that's in that one, and I want to set Q's age to, let's say, 21. So Q's a young person. So the age for Q is 21. Let me go ahead and print out Q's age now. So I just copied and pasted the one above. So P's age is going to stay at the default, which is 35. But the object for Q now, the age turns 21. So if I run this, I now have age is 35 and age is 21. Now, ready to kind of be wowed? I'm going to repeat the age for P below the age for Q. So I created this age P, and the first time I printed out, it's the default, which is 35. And then I created an object Q and set the age equal to 21 and print it out, and it prints out 21. Now the question is, does P change to 21 or does P stay 35? Let's go ahead and run and find out here. Saving it. So P's age is 35 to start with. Then I set Q's age to 21, and P's age is still 35. For an object, the non-static values that are inside of the class are specific when I create the object of that class. So when I created P here, the age equaled 35. When I created Q down here, Q's age was 35 to start with, but I immediately changed the age to 21. That only changed the Q's instance of age to 21, had no bearing on P. We're going to go ahead and do this one more time. We're going to create another practice object, and we'll call this one QR. equals new, got to use that new keyword, practice, and we're going to set r's age, r.age to 59, and then we're going to system out print line age equals, and we're going to do our plus r.age, and then I'm going to print out P and Q again. I should probably do something like this. I should probably put P's age. So these are just text. We're not changing anything. We're just putting in a little bit of text to help us understand what we're looking at when we look at it. So this is going in the text area, not into the code necessarily where it's impacting anything. This is more just from readability perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and put a P inside there, and let's go ahead and run that. There we go. So P is 35, Q is 21. P is 35, R is 59, Q is 21 still, and P is still 35. So everyone's working as correctly. The key element here is that when I'm trying to access something that's not static, that if I'm not accessing anything that's static, I need to create that object so that I can access those particular pieces. So that's it for today. The next time you come in, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to create another project for you. So looking forward to continuing our journey. Thank you very much.